Hi, I'm Marilyn, and I want to welcome you today to Exposing Grief. When we expose anything, it becomes less threatening. To expose loss and grief will provide us with some emotional control. In 2020, we laid the foundation for these conversations. Over 12 episodes, we explained how loss and grief can and does occur at any age or any stage in life. You can go back and listen to those foundational podcast episodes, or you can begin listening today as part of your personal journey to be more emotionally and mentally healthy. This journey is personal. You cannot force or coerce anyone to be more physically or emotionally healthy. A person has to want to be healthy and must be willing to do all the hard work in order to see results. You, as a friend or even a relative, can encourage the person, but nothing more. When we lose self-confidence, many of us, over time, have developed tricks or processes that we use to regain the confidence we need in order to move forward in our lives or even in our jobs. We are generally aware that everyone deals with self-doubt occasionally, and that we are not an exception to the rule. In fact, some people have confidence problems more than others. When those self-doubts are witnessed by others, we can lose even more confidence. We must remind ourselves we are not failures, and this current self-doubt is one moment in time, and it does not have to define the rest of our lives. Not realizing that self-doubt affects everyone is where we can spiral downward and fail to recover. If you are someone who has been unable to deal with your self-doubt, do not be afraid or ashamed to seek professional help in order to gain the necessary tools you need to assist when these self-doubt moments arise in life. The more information we have in life, the better we can navigate each day more successfully. Many of us have had, or will have heroes, whether the hero is a family member, a boss, or even a total stranger. But what happens when the image we have formed of that other person, our hero, becomes shattered or tarnished? When we realize they are human and sometimes make wrong choices, what do we do? And how do we feel? What if that person is your leader and you still have to follow them even after you no longer have confidence in them? Of course, if you remember the person is only human, just like you, then you have an easier time understanding that the person made a mistake. If, however, you feel like the person somehow personally let you down, then you must grieve the loss of the hero image you have had of them. Some people get angry at the person, which can be reasonable to a point, but humans let other humans down all the time. Most people don't want to be heroes, and they don't think of themselves that way. They realize that the hero image is projected onto them by others. That is a lot of pressure. Every day, they can be afraid of letting people down. That feeling adds extra pressure. So when the whole world sees their mistake, then it can cause extreme emotional problems for them. It is even harder when they apologize and people are not willing to accept their apology. You probably know from experience how hard it is to live up to other people's expectations. Heroes are human, not superhuman. In most cases, you must grieve the loss of the hero image you have put on the person. Forgive them and move forward. Also, hope that the person can forgive themselves so they can move forward. Believe that it was never the intent of your hero or anyone's hero to hurt anyone. Everyone makes bad or even super bad decisions occasionally. It can be harder to forgive the person if they were also a friend. But we can do it if we try to put ourselves into their shoes. We want to be forgiven when we mess up publicly. So does everyone else. Be the supportive person who people can count on. It can be hard to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, but it is good to try. Empathy for others is a good trait to develop. Relationships of all kinds can be complex, even hero relationships. Save your pedestals for dreams, because dreams are the only place where everyone is perfect, even us. These conversations about loss, grief, and emotional well-being are necessary and perhaps well overdue. Be a part of these important conversations. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to visit with you next time on exposing grief.